highs and lows.
I know when I was hired and everybody was like, you know, you just get through the year, and then I lost my first game.
Holly Warlick rebounded and finished her first year as Lady Vols head coach strong.
Not too many people get the opportunity to come back and coach where they played, come back to coach where they grew up.
With principle and passion, Holly's not only carrying on Pat Summitt's legacy, but also her late father's.
When I would come home from a game, he wouldn't ask me how many points you had, how many assists. He wanted to know how many fouls I had. Because if I didn't have 2 fouls, I wasn't playing hard enough.
Sports were a key part of Holly's life growing up in West Knoxville. Whether it was track, softball, or basketball, Holly's father, Bill, was her mentor.
I just know how many lives he touched.
However, as a junior standout at Bearden High,
You just learn to cope.
the game of life handed her a tremendous loss. Her father passed away from a sudden stomach aneurysm.
You got to survive, and so we downsized our home. I just share a room with my mother.
They got through it together. Holly graduated and went to UT Knoxville on a track scholarship.
It was, to me, a God-given talent that I was quick and fast.
But her first love was basketball, so she walked on, continuing to wear her dad's favorite number, 22.
So I was just on the very front end of the beginning of the Lady Vols, and it was Pat's second year of coaching. To say we've come a long way is an understatement.
Even then, Pat had that intensity and expectation.
I was a point guard, and so I was supposed to be a leader. I took in every word she gave me.
Even the criticism.
I would leave the gym thinking, that woman is crazy. I don't even know if I'm going to come back. And man, I first one back the next day.
Pat pulled the very best out of Holly. The 3-time All-American finished her college career with multiple Final Four visits, school records, and a retired jersey hanging overhead.
I had a chance to play in front of my hometown. It was huge.
After a year of playing pro ball, she began her coaching career at Virginia Tech and then Nebraska. While there, she got the call from Pat.
Would you be interested in coming back to coach at Tennessee? I said, I can be there in 15 hours. I'm ready to go.
That was 1985.
I was young and I had a lot to learn.
She's been with the Lady Vols ever since, and they've experienced highlight after highlight, from 27 NCAA tournaments to 8 national championships. Holly was courted for head coaching jobs several times.
And then I had one that I thought I was gone.
With Pat's blessing, Holly was heading to South Carolina.
It was difficult. We both cried a little bit.
But the job fell through.
I wondered, do I need to leave to come back? And it worked out.
Of course, not the way Holly wanted.
I've been honest and I've shared my health concerns with you, and now we'll move forward to the business at hand.
I don't know if I didn't want to hear it, but I didn't want to hear it. To see this lady and this powerful woman and her going through, it's tough. It's really tough.
It is now time to turn over my whistle.
Pat decided it was time to step down and asked Holly to once again step up.
I didn't know she was giving me the whistle, so that was awesome.
Holly followed Pat's example and immediately hired people she trusted. She started recruiting the next day, and then the season started. A loss at UTC, and another pep talk from Pat.
She came at me and goes, I lost my first game. So you're like, perfect. She goes, you're going to be fine.
Pat was right. The Lady Vols took home an SEC title and an Elite 8 appearance. And Holly took home hardware of her own. Division I Rookie Coach of the Year, SEC Women's Coach of the Year, and Tennessee Sports Writers Women's Coach of the Year.
I have so many people come up and say, God, your dad would have been proud of you.
He'd be just as proud of her efforts off the court to raise money and awareness for breast cancer, especially with her sister Marion's recent battle.
And if I can use my position and bring awareness to help find a cure, to raise money, I'm going to do it.
She may not have the stare, But Holly can certainly get players' attention.
Because I can whistle, the players turn around and know immediately that it's me.
Holly Warlick,
I wouldn't live anywhere else. And when I retire, I'm going to stay right here.
Homegrown in Tennessee.